Yes, and the football humans. Here we are, it's season 2, episode 14. We are in the pub and we are talking about this week's football. If you're listening to us in America, that is soccer for you guys. Don't know why I did that. I'm sorry. I apologise now. I don't know why. A little bit. We've got listeners all over. We've got like the stats. If you're listening in Canada, in Denmark, in Sweden, all Scandinavian countries. That's all good, isn't it? You know.
Not all Scandinavian countries. American.
Saudi Arabia. We've got... Shut up. No, it's nice to see. So welcome to the podcast. If you're just tuning in for the first time, maybe you found us on Spotify, maybe you found us on iTunes, we'd really appreciate a shout out. So give us a review if you're downloading on iTunes. It really does help. Give us a review, click that 5 stars, and it'd really help us out if you like the podcast. If you don't bother listening to us next week. It's fine, whatever.
Well, no, it just might be a bad week.
It might be better next week. All right, go through all the episodes, see if there's one you like, and
don't start with the first 5.
Yeah,
we're all pissed. You're the anchor. Introduce me.
Who am I then?
Gary Lineker's welcome much to Ian's like, I'm Ian Wright. Do you mean it doesn't matter? Introduce me.
I'm Gary Lineker.
I'm Ian Wright. Ian, for fuck's sake. Sorry, man. No, I'm just saying.
I'll introduce you, Ian.
She's pulling back in. I'm Ian Wright.
My name is Andrew Wragg and I am a Liverpool fan. And to my right is Mr. Michael Felton.
Hello.
Who do you support, Michael?
Chelsea.
Who?
Chelsea.
Who are they?
What do you mean, who are they?
Anyway, and
still holding old grudges, Wragg.
Across from me.
That goal did not go over the line.
It fucking did, mate. Yeah. Mr. John Berry.
Hello. Jambo. Heart Midlothian. Through and through.
There you go. So, undefeated Manchester City, Chelsea, Liverpool. Who's going to win the league? It's great, isn't it? I mean, at the moment, I saw a tweet saying if Liverpool don't win the league, everyone will be like, oh, they thought they'd won it by October, this, that, the other, and like, you know, Man City are going to walk it, la 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 la. And Man City going to walk it. What do you reckon?
Did you think you'd won it by October?
I wish the fuck was that?
I wish the season was over.
Who said Liverpool won the league by October? You're on a fucking laugh.
Is that just because City dropped a couple of points?
Yeah.
They literally dropped 2 points there.
Yeah. City dropped 2 points.
No, listen, it's going to be between Man City and Liverpool. I'm pretty sure it is. Sorry, Russ, but you'll probably agree yourself.
You got your opinion.
I think Chelsea will finish third, but I think it's going to be Man City Liverpool. I think it'll go to the final week or 2 of the season, definitely. I think it's going to be a great finale because I think these two are. It's great because, you know, like when, for example, like obviously fans and everyone celebrates mentally and for big goals and big games and stuff. But I think in this thing, when you're going for the league, every goal can matter. So if you're home to Bournemouth or home to Huddersfield or Newcastle or whatever, they're still going to be, because it's like a win's a win. Exactly, I wasn't saying Bournemouth, but yeah, they're doing very well. Yeah. But because every win matters. So it doesn't matter if you beat Southampton 1-0 at home. It's like it's still 3 points. Because then you're thinking, Man City because Man City are going to drop points, and Man City are the same. They're celebrating goals because Liverpool eventually going to drop a point. I think it's going to be.
They dropped a point against Arsenal, didn't they? And it was frustrating to watch.
2 or 3 points in it.
Really
I think it's going to be 2 or 3 points in it.
Liverpool should have beat Arsenal, and it could come down to that. Could come down to those points that you've lost.
That's exactly
the offside goal. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
Offside thing.
I think these points in particular aren't as important because I don't think away at Arsenal you take a point.
No, but do you not think early in the season? Do you think the timing of the matches?
No, but we're in November now.
No, but Harry Kane came out, didn't he? He said, I mean, we're not talked about Spurs. Harry Kane came out and said, like, look, we've played a lot of away matches, so the momentum will take us. Well, because they ain't got a stadium.
Yeah, listen.
They've got a lot of home games to come, so they're in a really good position to kind of push on and challenge for the
Spurs,
challenge
if we're
for
talking
it.
about Spurs, I think Spurs are in a false position at the moment because I think going by experience with Hearts or whoever, when you're playing away from home, it's like you're not playing away from, but your home ground is Murrayfield or your home ground is Wembley. It's not your home ground. So once they move to their new stadium, they get their new stadium.
But the thing is, it is a new stadium.
That's a good point actually, because I'm just saying, as I've said that, I'm thinking,
even though it's on the corner of
like White Hart Lane,
the old stadium, it's still a new stadium. There's usually an adjustment period.
You make a good point there, actually.
Which is not like instantly successful.
Do we think they'll get into their new stadium by the end of the season? Do you know what I mean? Seriously,
if they're not in there by the end of January. I was going to say it's a shambles, but it's a shambles already.
Anyway. Yeah.
But if they're not in there by the end of January, it's just.
I think they should. If they're not in there by the end of January, they should. Even if it is ready, they should. What else? It's the same with Hampton as well. It's like it's ready, but we've still got about a year's worth to do in the offices and the behind us, like inside the stands. I would just leave it until next season. Just keep playing Wembley and then start afresh next season.
Yeah,
they should do.
But the thing is, why promise to that at that point? You know what I mean? It was such an ambitious thing.
It's
I mean, I know it's like,
it's always,
people doing all that.
It's business, mate.
Especially putting the NFL and stuff. And you guys were talking about the NFL lines and the pitch at Wembley being all like that.
Lines, mate, it was fucking columns, mate.
But that's the thing.
And it was all like
at the
all
end
the
of the day,
pitch you could see. It's all cut up, and it was
it's
like
not Wembley's fault.
Yeah.
No.
And it's not the NFL's fault.
No.
The only person, Tottenham the person's fault.
Spurs the man.
Spurs' fault.
Yeah.
It's the only reason.
It was bad. It was bad.
It was really bad
to watch.
Right, Pochettino came out and he said that his morale's been boosted by the fact that House of Cards is back on Netflix, and he loves that series. And House of Cards has really, brought his spirits up. So I'm going to put it to you guys: what TV show do you think is the favourite of the managers? So
Benidorm.
So who do you think watches Benidorm?
Harry Redknapp.
I think he's a Benidorm fan. What do we think Pep watches? I reckon he watches Narcos and he's
things like Breaking Bad and stuff.
Yeah,
like
he's got real dark
Neighbours.
side.
Neighbours.
Yeah, a bit of Neighbours. Yeah.
Mourinho, what do you reckon he watches?
I think all the managers secretly say they watch things like Breaking Bad, House of Cards, but secretly they watch all the things that Tidy Buds are in.
Yeah.
So he's probably watching his Neighbours and that, and like Corey and that for the Tidy Buds and the Cobbles and that.
The Cobbles.
So who lives at number 7? Pepsi. Just enjoying yourself. Well, to be fair, there's always Tidy Buds and Neighbours and Home and Away.
I was actually looking for like serious answers here, and all you've gone for is
Sorry, watches Gomorrah, just because it's set in Naples. Mafia.
Eddie Howe probably watches Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig.
Probably. He's the youngest manager in the league.
What have you got against Bournemouth? Hey, what have you got against them?
Nothing.
You're bringing out that he's watching Peppa the Pig. You're bringing out
Peppa the Pig. It's not Peppa the Pew, Rag. Is that the English version of Peppa the Pig? He's not a skunk, Rag. He's a pig, for Christ's sake.
It's a she.
That's what I'm saying.
You two just don't understand it, do you?
It's short for Penelope.
Peppa the Pig. Who's a man?
Yeah, it's Peppa the Pig. For some flavour. Salt the pig.
Peppa the Pig.
Salt and pepper the pig.
Salt that pig.
Let's baste the pig.
It's not a barbecue.
Yeah, come on, Rag. So I think people have some bloody respect.
Right, before we stray off too far,
I
feel like the question you started at the beginning, we should go back to because it's
the football question.
Yeah. About the undefeated teams.
Undefeated. So City, Liverpool, Chelsea. Now we kind of, Michael was away last week, and we kind of ripped into Chelsea a little bit, and John was very vocal.
I didn't rip into Chelsea.
No,
I didn't rip
you were
into
very
Chelsea.
vocal about Morata.
About Morata, I ripped in Morata.
I'd just like to
And
say,
this week-
please carry on and do that because if
This
he carries
week
on
he
scoring,
played pretty well.
Listen,
He should have had a hat trick.
Oh,
He
come
does
on.
listen,
Oh,
Alvaro.
come
So
on.
He's a big
sorry,
fan.
Alvaro.
Right, first of all, I didn't rip into Chelsea. I did have a good Morata, but just because Morata's now scored as a striker for Chelsea, a £70 million striker, just because he scored one goal on a Saturday, whatever. It's like, so now he's worth
And it was a
70
Sunday.
million. Listen, whatever.
So
Listen, he's
Get your facts
the
right.
the guy is a prime example of footballers these days are completely overpaid for what their talents are, and it's
George,
pathetic.
sorry, did can't say he's too fragile. I think the problem is he's just like he's too nice for the league. I think he's too
Right, you can't. This is a podcast, but Mr. John Berry opposite, he's obviously got a hair in his nose, and he's trying to pull it out, and he's had 3 attempts. Michael's trying to make a serious point about against Morata.
Butler's gonna come in, mate.
What have you got this? Have you got it out? Is it just annoying?
No, the ones that it's one that's so long you breathe out, it just tickles the end of your nose. Do you know one of those ones?
Never had that.
Annoying.
Sorry, Michael. Where were you?
Dread it.
Where were you at?
No, what am I thinking?
That's why I'm here.
What did? Alright, guys. What's that? What? Fashion, isn't it? Wonder. Anyway, carry on. Sorry, we're talking shit. Sorry, we can't keep on talking a load of shite because that's what we do. We need to stick to the subject. Let's carry on. Michael, tell us about Chelsea.
Chelsea did well. Yeah.
Sorry, that was my fault.
I mean, come on.
Sorry. Oh, Clinton. Carry on, just tell us about Chelsea FC.
I can't.
Why not? Tell us about it.
I'm not getting.
Fine.
Chelsea FC.
Right, so I was just saying I think Morata's completely overrated. Still is overrated. I think when you got guys like Willian and Hazard and stuff behind you, if he gets the odd goal, it doesn't mean he has scored, so he is amazing. No, he's not amazing. He just can score a goal. Fucking hell.
No, do you know Rude Pellet made a good point about Morata as that striker in that system. It's just like they put crosses in, but they only put crosses in late on when they've realised they can't get into the area for little passes.
Yeah.
By the time they put the crosses in, everyone's back.
Yeah.
Which is last year when he was scoring in all those headers. Yeah. It was first time balls that were going in.
Well, to be fair,
but either way, where Morata's doing well, Chelsea's doing well.
Let's debate about the section here. Let's look at the perspective, Morata's perspective. I mean, if that's his game and Chelsea are buying him because he's that, and you've not got players that can supply him, then why buy him? They should buy someone else who can complement Hazard and Willian. They all complement each other. There's no point in having a guy there who's waiting for his crosses and nobody's going to cross it into.
Do you think?
£70 million.
Hang on. Do you think that with Costa going, they needed to buy a player like to replace Costa, and they needed to buy a name? And maybe in that transfer market.
This is just the point. This is just the point of English football. This is the point of our problem. It's like we need to buy a name. It's like, well, why not? Why do we need to buy? You can still buy a name. It's not going to be you're going to buy Davey down the street.
Hang on, it's still
quality.
Quality.
Get somebody who's
a guy that can play for Real Madrid is still quality. Like even if he's not.
But he's not quality for Chelsea. He doesn't come. What was the point?
No, the problem is.
Was he bought with Conte or was he bought with?
He was bought with Conte, but he was bought by higher up.
Yeah. So Conte didn't buy him.
So Conte made Costa leave basically, and then Morata was brought in to replace him. He sort of worked in Conte's system for a little while, but then
listen,
again,
Conte and Morata are completely different
like
players. Costa and Morata are completely different players.
I know.
Conte.
He played ages ago.
20 years old.
Of course they are. But it's like they're not going to invest that much in another striker again until they see what Sarri can do. And the thing is, well, you see at Napoli, Sarri's played Mertens up front. So.
But this goes back to the point you're saying you need to buy a name, and you're right because that is what English clubs do now. You need, and Real Madrid and Barcelona are saying I don't care how good they are. If someone's better than them, but if he's got the name, we're going to go for the name, and it's so pathetic, right? So why not go for it? If Chelsea are thinking, right, Hazard and Willian, the way they play, so the way we want is someone to work hard and stuff and get the tap-ins and whatever they're looking for. Why not get someone just like Charlie Austin? Do you know what I mean? Someone like, do you know what I mean? I know it's not the name, but it's someone who will score goals in a good team. Do you know what I mean?
I mean,
you know what I mean. Not Charlie
I know
Austin,
what you mean, but
not Charlie Austin.
Yeah.
But look at Chelsea, for instance. Sarri's coming, saying that get that.
Who would you buy then?
Well, I'm not sure what Chelsea want to do, to be honest, because it's changed all the time. The Mourinho and Conte.
To be fair, they're doing all right, mate.
So, but who would you buy in that system?
They're doing all right.
That's the thing. It's just like
and kind of that false nine system.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a
tough one, isn't it?
But the thing is, I mean, I don't know every player in Europe, but that's why the reason that guys' jobs are scouts and everything, managers, to know every player in Europe, and that's the job to find players. So I'm sure there is players, but the reason they got Morata is because he's a name. That is the reason they got him.
Is it not also because at the end of the day they're looking not just at the Premier League, but they're looking at Europe as well, and they're like, well, he's done well
top level. So
in Spain, he's done well.
Has he though? I never rated him for Real Madrid or Juventus. I thought he was shite.
Who would you have? Average. Ross Barkley or Ruben Loftus-Cheek? We asked that last week.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, and I would agree with Loftus-Cheek, but I would say, it's only because I've never been a big fan of Barkley's from Everton days, but I am coming around.
Who'd you rather have, Morata or
But he
Giroud?
still
That was
does
the
give
other
the
one
ball away quite a lot.
That was one other one we asked. Giroud or Morata?
Morata probably. Morata's a better goal scorer, I think. Giroud is better at holding the ball up,
But is that not good for your system? Because this is
Maybe.
what we're saying. Because you've got Willian, Hazard. If you want to play
no, but eventually you need someone who's going to take that
put the ball
shot.
in the net. But right now,
knocking
who's
it off either side.
Marata's completely useless up front. I think he's up there, getting no service, and he doesn't contribute anything else. He's completely isolated and useless in that
Well, he
position.
scored 2 at the weekend, so.
He's crap.
The one thing I'm going to say, Man City are a well-oiled machine.
They are.
Well, that's what I was trying to get back to. We ended up on Chelsea.
I know,
I was like,
do you
because
see
you were saying that Liverpool, Man City, I just can't.
Man City
I can't see anyone
are
beating
head
Man
and
City.
shoulders against, like, they're...
Liverpool.
No, I can't. I don't think Liverpool are as good as they were last year.
I would
I
never back
don't
anyone against Man
think
City.
Liverpool look great defensively. They look solid the whole way through. I don't know what you think about Wragg, but I just don't feel they're as good going forward as they were last year. But they're as explosive, or maybe it's because teams know.
I think teams have worked
that
out
if
what
we
they've
give them
got to
too
do.
much space, they're going to punish us like on the counter attack. So, because they're not beating teams like loads like they were, but they are getting the results, which is still a good thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But you look at Man City.
I know, it's quite scary, isn't it?
Like there was one point where I think it was maybe Sane like missed the chance, but they were like literally like just pinging it around Southampton's defence and in the penalty area and around.
I mean, Southampton
Like
are woeful. But
literally trying to walk it in nearly, and it was
I mean, you're
it was brilliant
after
to
15 minutes.
but it was brilliant to watch.
Yeah.
Like they're so like expansive. It's like watching a game of FIFA. Like Man City, it's like it's like a pro FIFA player playing a novice FIFA player.
Yeah.
When the game first comes out and you've got someone that can like knows all the moves and knows how to just
First
like,
goal was an
wicked
own
pass.
goal as well, wasn't it? So,
Yeah.
and that was a panic. It was like,
It's like shit, I pressed the wrong button. Fucking hell!
It
literally is.
That's exactly what it's like.
It's
Because
just
look
like
at Southampton's team, and they're not a championship team. They're kind of bottom half Premiership team. They've actually got some decent players.
they've got a half decent squad.
Yeah, I mean,
Crap manager. I don't rate Marcuse at
I
all.
do not rate Marcus at all.
I know.
Get
you
how
said
he's
boys.
still in that job. I have no
I
idea.
don't know. He's fucking crap.
No idea.
Who's favourite to replace him?
Gordon Strachan. Did you
Is he
read that?
actually? What?
He's a favourite.
Gordon Strachan favourite. Yeah, I read that the other
Is
day.
this the same paper with Fangazario again?
No, to be fair, Strachan's had success with teams that shouldn't have had success in the past, and
No, but not for a while.
not for a while,
is it?
Not for a while. That's the thing.
Nah, it's a
I
random
mean,
one.
he's managed Southampton before, hasn't he?
Yeah, he did really well, Southampton. He did really well.
Yeah, he did, yeah. But it's just like,
I mean,
But why would you go back
You're
to a
going
team
back,
that
yeah.
you've done well with and stuff? I never get that.
I know,
Like,
yeah,
job,
because
it's a
you
job.
could ruin your
yeah, I know, but you ruin your legacy.
Yeah,
why do they not
absolutely
think
do
of that?
think that.
his job is money.
No, of course, yeah, but it's just like, you know.
I mean, I don't know why he'd be favourite anyway. I mean, all the names now in football are out of work. Why the fuck has Gordon Strachan to it?
Yeah, it's a bit random, isn't it?
He failed at Scotland, and then he was shite his last year.
So how does Mark Hughes keep getting these jobs then?
No idea.
Is it a panic of like, right, we need someone who's got Premier League experience? We
Probably,
need, like,
yeah.
Maybe.
you know.
I don't
Is he
think
a Premier League manager, Mark Hughes?
No,
What do you
I-
reckon? Like, do you think he'd be
Well,
better in the Championship,
because
or do you
I
reckon
don't-
he'd be
I don't-
shite
We've
in
had
the
this
I don't think he's
conversation
getting
before.
the
and
Championship.
I've stuck up for him before, but putting it that way, in the Championship is the
It's a really
toughest
tough-
league in the world.
Yeah, it really
It
is.
honestly is the toughest
So if
league in the
Mark
world.
Hughes took that
You look,
Ipswich
last
Town
week
job-
it was, I don't know if it's still the same, but from 1st to 13th there was 6 points.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
And that was including QPR.
Yeah,
He was had such a terrible start to the
They
season.
play Saturday, Tuesday. And the thing is, if Mark Hughes obviously took the Ipswich Town job before Paul Lambert went, would Mark Hughes change him and bring him up? No, Mark Hughes wouldn't. I think Paul Lambert's a better manager than Mark Hughes. I'd rather
The
Paul
thing is,
Lambert's a manager than Mark
I think
Hughes.
that's just quickly on the Ipswich one. It's a dodgy job for Paul Lambert to take.
It's like Sunderland. It's like one of those jobs. It's like they need
Ipswich
the,
have been free fall. Do you know
need
what
the
though?
market,
Mick McCarthy must be fucking laughing his arse off though.
Well, he's shite as well.
No, I know, but he kept them in that league for a few years,
Yeah, I know.
and the fans were like, because he couldn't get him any further. But who else can?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's it. I think it's one of those jobs.
Give Paul Lambert a bit of time. You never know.
Well, Paul Lambert's ex-Norwich as well. He's Norwich City manager now, Ipswich, so he's rivals, isn't it? But Paul Lambert's a good manager. But it's not about being a good manager. If you're in that league, you get no backing because there's so many teams in that league who've got money because they've come from the Premiership. They've got money to spend. You know what I mean? And then you've got teams like Ipswich that say the bottom 8 in the Championship, like including QPR, and they've got a billionaire owner. So Ipswich, QPR, Rotherham, teams like that. There's no money to spend. So unless they spend money, they'll always be in the bottom 6 or 7 in the Championship. So Ipswich shouldn't be there, but they need to start spending money. They can't just be hoping to not avoid relegation from the Championship from now on. Yeah. So if they've got Paul Lambert as manager, they need to get investment, and that's the way it is English football now. They need investment. So no matter what the chairman's got, the chairman's like, I've got 50 million in the bank. It's like, sorry mate, we need, unfortunately, Thai, American, Chinese investment to take it further.
Yeah. It's always weird when you look at teams that get up into the Premier League, and then you look at the Championship the year after, and you're like, how did they even get out of that? Yeah. It's like, I mean, not being bad to Cardiff or Huddersfield, but I was just like, how the fuck did you get out of the Championship? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like
it's a great achievement. It's a great achievement. It is.
Yeah, of course it is.
But I mean, look, teams like Aston Villa, the money they spend, they've got a Premiership team there. The money they spend on players.
No, they really are.
They banked on getting out of the Championship, didn't they? They rolled the dice, and they were like, literally, let's get out of the Championship. They're lucky that
owners are taking them over now because even that Dr. Tony Shear was like, mate, we spent all our money, there's no more money here. We're struggling now. So we'll take over. But they said they've got to get promoted this year. This Dean Smith, a Villa fan as well, he's struggling as well.
Yeah. But the thing is,
how did they go on Saturday, Villa?
Don't know. Didn't see.
I'm going to double check because they got beat away to QPR and they got beat away to, was it Bristol City as well? 2 games in a row they got beat.
How did we get to the Championship?
I don't know.
I got no idea.
I don't know. I mean, we made it there eventually.
We were going to talk about.
No,
we were going to talk about Liverpool and Arsenal, weren't we? We were going to talk about that game, and then we were suddenly talking about the Championship.
Yeah, we were.
Let's go back to it then. Let's go back to Liverpool Arsenal.
Let's not. Let's just leave it there. 1-1.
1-1. Shame.
Arsenal a good team, though.
I know.
Arsenal
Because I couldn't pick that. I was thinking, I think if anyone was going to win the game, I thought Liverpool because the fact that they're going to be challenging top league. I don't think they drop many points. I think they want to win every game, so I thought Liverpool might sneak it. Arsenal's defence is still a bit shaky, but I just think Arsenal have got a bit of resilience now, and I think under Emery, he's changed so much. They look such a better team at watch than Wenger's team, and they look much more confident. They look hard to beat. They look like if we lose a goal, we're going to get a goal back rather than Arsenal.
I mean, Lacazette's goal was a mess. What a finish that was.
Yeah, but it was frustrating from a Liverpool point of view. I mean,
absolutely.
You know, it was a mistake, and then didn't close him down, and then he's pinged it in, and the goalkeeper's shouting at his defence. I'm like, it's your fault, mate. You know.
But there was fault in the Arsenal defence for Liverpool goal as well.
There was. Yeah.
I was saying that's what we were saying before that Liverpool at the start of the season, and you say go to the Emirates on a Saturday evening. November night, you take a draw. I'm not taking a draw now. You take a draw.
Actually, I was thinking Liverpool should kill this defence because Arsenal's defence are shaky as.
I mean,
they look really, really bad.
Getting better.
With our forward line, we should win that game.
So on paper,
honestly, we should win that game.
Defence doesn't look good.
It doesn't
but
look
they
good
are getting better. They are getting better. They definitely are. But it's like top 4 is not nailed on, is it?
No,
not at all. For anyone.
No. Well, I think Liverpool, Man City.
I think you put Arsenal in the situation. I think, like, you know,
Man United are now winning.
Man United,
luckily, 96th minute or whatever. You know, they got Fergie time back, haven't they?
I mean, I don't know if he was being sarcastic, but Mourinho was even like, "I'm the luckiest manager in the world," because he's like, they should have been about 4-1 down by half time.
Yeah, that
4-2.
Awful first half, didn't it? Yeah.
Right. And De Gea again saved them a few times. Also, Bournemouth didn't finish a couple.
I mean, I was looking at the stats, and it was 1-1 at the time. And I looked at the stats. And Bournemouth had got the winner. Bournemouth would have been 4th in the league, Champions League places, and Man United would have been 9th. Yeah. So he's got the last minute winner. So Man United are now 6th or whatever. But it's still not good enough. I mean, it's different if it's like a post game about and Man United are winning it. But it's like they're still toiling, in my opinion. And I think toiling, struggling.
Sorry, he said toilet.
They're still toilet. Well, they are. But I think, I still don't think long term Mourinho is the man for Man United, or Man United is the team for Mourinho. either way.
No, there's something not right there.
No, it's not. It's just Mourinho has got such a chip on his shoulder, and it's just I don't know if he'll ever get his mojo back. I mean, we're talking about managers who were kind of same with Strachan. It's like, well, he did well Southampton and stuff, and then he went to Celtic, did well with Celtic and stuff, and whatever. So it's like, did well, but in his time he did well. But he gets a stage where you get past your time, and it's like, look at Harry Redknapp, it's like, look how well they did with Spurs and stuff. He goes to KPI, he's absolute shite. So there's a time when it's like, you're finished. And I'm not saying Mourinho is finished, but maybe he is almost. For a top club, if a club's getting him in, saying, oh, we'll win the Champions League, win the league under Mourinho. Maybe Mourinho's time was 10 years ago, and then now Mourinho's kind of towards the side, but he just can't get his players playing for him anymore, and he's not got the energy to give the what they did before.
One of the players that you felt like weren't playing for him was Martial, and now look,
Martial's playing well.
It's like
Luke Shaw's playing well.
If it wasn't for
Rashford getting the goal, he's
playing well because of Mourinho.
Well, maybe not. No.
Maybe it's
but he's been given a run in the team.
Yeah.
But he's should have been given a run in the team for the last year and a half.
No, but
and it's the first time he's been around the team.
Is Mourinho like? I hate to say it, like, is it his management style that's now getting the best out of him because he's actually made Martial put the work in?
Yeah, maybe it is.
And actually, hone his skills, and then gives him a run in the team, and now he's reaping that reward. Well, maybe it is his training. Maybe he is fucking a genius. Well, I don't know. I hope not.
I mean, if Martial couldn't get a game in the Man United team for the last 2 years, why the fuck did they pay? What was it, 50 million for him or something? Do you know what I mean? So it's like it can't just be now he's going to run the team. It's like because Mourinho's deciding now the time for the run the team. Maybe he should have run the team a year ago.
Don't know.
This is too much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring my voice down, and I'm going to tell you that this pub has just been bombarded by lots and lots of Freemasons. They've all walked in their black suits with their briefcases, and they're all doing their funny handshakes. So we're gonna make up a handshake and move to another pub. Right, so we worked out our secret handshakes and we moved to another pub. So, John wants to bring up something very serious on this episode, and I think we're in the right sort of atmosphere. We're around a round table. John is kind of
It's
sat
Christmas in here, apparently.
on a throne with like Christmas decorations behind him, looking like the Messiah right now. So I don't know.
As I always do.
Always.
It's quite a good picture.
We're getting down to some serious chat on the podcast. There's something that's incensed John over the weekend, and he wants to get to it. So, John, introduce it. We will give our opinion. And let's just see what happens with this conversation. Go for it.
Well, it's quite a big topic. It's not obviously it was my team that was involved in it, but now it's went through the whole Scottish football. Now it's on BBC Sport and Twitter and everything like that. That all the problems in Scottish football with the fans and coins being thrown and players getting punched and abuse, sectarian abuse, racist abuse, and it's all come ahead because of this one game. So, did you guys
set the scene?
Let's start with the game. Let's start with the football.
It was a typical Edinburgh derby, to be honest. It
Hearts against Tips.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot of football played. It was just kind of flying tackles going on. It was very kind of. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I said enjoyed it. I was obviously shaking myself the whole way through, like waiting for Hearts to try and get a goal or something. But it was one of those things, and it's always very intense anyway, being a kind of passionate derby. But the first thing that happened was, the Hearts goalkeeper goes behind the goal to get the ball. And where the Hibs fans grabs the ball.
That happened first. So basically, I don't know if you've seen Tynecastle, the stands are really close to the pitch, so the ball goes behind and Hibs player grabs the ball. So Hearts goalkeeper goes behind to grab the ball. The ball gets chucked at him, and then he picks the ball up. Someone throws their keys at him. Who throws a house keys at someone? How ridiculous is that? So someone threw the house keys at him, and then someone punched him in the face. So the keeper goes down. And then later on in the game,
hang on, did the keeper get back up? Did he play the rest of the game?
Up, holding his jaw, kind of like it was like ridiculous. Like, but so he played the rest of the game, and then last 30 seconds of the game, Hearts score, and it was chopped off. There was no reason it was chopped off. It was kind of, it said it was for offside, but the guy was apparently offside, wasn't involved in the goal. So his shirt be chopped off, and then Neil Lennon, being Neil Lennon, turns around the Hearts crowd from his dugout, Hibs manager, and starts like laughing at Hearts fans, waving at them, going sit down, waving his signals and stuff, and laughing at them and going whoa. He kept going whoa, like a complete lunatic.
Like Ric Flair.
Yeah, exactly like Ric Flair. Exactly like Ric Flair. So you turn around, in a heated derby, last kick to the ball when that happens. If you turn around to a 6,000 seater stand and do that, what do you expect is going to happen? There's going to be reactions. So most people are obviously just giving them abuse and kind of the usual kind of anger or whatever. Somebody throws a coin. Now I'm not saying well that was needed. Somebody should throw. Nobody should throw coins. Nobody should throw anything. Punches, coins, keys. Nobody should throw anything. And it's completely out of order. But what my problem is because Neil Lennon after the game is coming to his usual thing where he says he's disgusted by it and people say I go to the Hearts, I didn't, it was just banter, and then I get abused again. It's like, I'm sorry, but you can't just keep using come down that as if it's just you're just banter, and then if I was at, say, for you guys, if I'm a Man United fan and Liverpool lose the league in the last minute to Man City, and I run through Anfield with my Man United shirt on, laughing and waving at everybody, shouting United, I'm expecting at least somebody to throw a punch at me. So,
you get more than one.
So exactly. So how can we now say oh, Hearts are the problem, the fans are terrible? Say, well, sorry, I bet how many those 6,000 people in that stand? How many people know each other? Probably everyone said each other knows each other. So we can't sort of one and look chucking a coin. So it's
your problem with the media's reaction to your club.
It's media's reaction and it's Neil Lennon's reaction
on your club. So basically, the thing with the keeper is kind of getting lost, isn't it? The throwing the house keys and the punch.
Have you noticed that as well?
Is kind of getting a bit, from an outside point of view, that's kind of getting lost.
The thing is, though,
and it's focusing on Lennon
because of the reporting. They're saying he supposedly got punched.
That's exactly it.
Yeah,
because there is direct footage of a coin hitting Lennon in the jacket or something. I think it is.
Exactly what you're saying. It says that Lennon, full article about Lennon, in the last panel it says, and the Hearts goalkeeper claimed they got punched. Well, I'm sorry, but there's footage there. There's footage there of the Hearts keeper getting punched in the face, right? And there's also footage of Neil Lennon goading the Hearts fans. Somebody throws a coin, and it's not full pellet, it's obviously a mile away because it's flown down, and you can see the coin hitting him in the jacket. It's probably not even touching his skin, it's hitting him in the jacket. Neil Lennon's looked down at the coin and went down holding his face, right? So then after the game, Neil Lennon's saying, oh well, a coin hit me in the face, it's clearly everyone to see, and it's all because I'm an Irish Catholic who played for Celtic, right? So, and then the media.
It's nothing to do with that. It's the fact that Hearts think they've won a derby game in the last minute. The guy has gone, sit down, you forget you've not. And some guy who's probably a bit pissed has gone, fuck off.
Do you know what?
Taking his frustration out. I don't think I'm not condoning the guy throwing the coin, but I'm sure in that split second.
Right.
In that
probably
split second,
doesn't help.
He's probably not thought of that.
It probably doesn't help though because he's had previous with stuff before.
Loads of stuff.
So it doesn't. I mean, religion put it aside. The person that does it does count. Like, do you know what I mean? Just because of previous stuff.
I mean,
he's goaded away fans before, hasn't he?
I mean, we can look at the facts. Neil Lennon's coming. He never takes any responsibility for what he does. And I've had arguments over the weekend with my Hibs mates about this, and we argued about it. But now they're slightly coming round of what I've heard. I've heard through a friend of a friend that they're coming round to my way of thinking. The fact is, you need to take responsibility for your actions, right? So Neil Lennon is constantly. He says, when I was in England, I never got any problems playing for Leicester City or managing Bolton. But as soon as I come to Scotland, people are after me. It's like, listen, mate. I remember he came to Scotland because he signed for Celtic in the year 2000, right? And I just thought, it's that bleached blonde hair guy that played for Leicester. I didn't think anything about his religion or where he's from or anything. But as soon as he comes to play for Celtic, he's straight out there, whole companies against the away fans, giving that to away. He constantly cites trouble. And that's why people can't understand. I can give you a list of about hundreds of players that are Catholic, Irish, that have played for Celtic. And they did not get the abuse like Neil Lennon does. So how can it be just because of that? It's completely, he's so deluded. So that basically, now he's come out and saying, talking about all this blah, etc. And now a lot of people are coming out and saying that the police chief and head of media editors are saying, well, Neil Lennon was actually out of order there because he didn't need to do what he did, because he's actually acting like a fan. He's acting like a Hibs fan, because Hibs fans are going to Hearts fans. Hey, I fucking wankers. That's Hibs fans' job to do that to Hearts players and Hearts fans. It's not the Hibs manager's job to turn around to Hearts players and Hearts fans and give the abuse. He's a professional. That's his job. The Hibs manager. He's inciting it. So it is brought upon itself.
The thing is, what we mentioned when we were talking through this and WhatsApp is like, if that happens in a Premier League game, they're getting fined or they're getting banned.
Yeah. So what's happening to Lennon?
You cannot do that.
Has he got fined or?
No, it's not because it's turned round the case that Lennon was been abused for his religion.
To be honest though, let's not get lost in the fact that they shouldn't be saying thrown in the crowd.
No. But what do you expect to happen? It's not as if someone's.
Yeah.
It's not as if Hearts chairman or Hearts manager have instructed a fan to do this.
Yeah, but you see,
when was the last time you
see it on the telly? It doesn't even hit his face.
Doesn't.
It's like one of those really stupid challenges where
nothing's happened. But the
Rivaldo, a Brazilian player or whatever, goes down holding the face, and you're like, he's never.
Yeah, but the Hearts player who did nothing to go to anybody, just went to get the ball to carry on with the game, got punched in the face, and nothing said about it. Yeah. So it's like people are saying like I'm sorry, but Neil Lennon could have caused a riot there because of his actions. It doesn't matter what happened, it doesn't matter the reason for it, but he could have caused a riot. And Neil Lennon's come out and saying that's absolute crap.
And there's no
I was abused the whole
game.
They were shouting names at me the whole game. But then other managers are now coming out and saying, listen, we get it every game as well. That's what happens. Every player, every manager gets abuse from the fans. So it's like you get called your fat bastard, this and that. So it's like Neil Lennon's saying that it's because of my religion because I played for Celtic. I'm sorry, mate, but it's not, because there's loads of ex-Hibs and Celtic managers or players that come to Tynecastle that don't get them. They might get your wanker or whatever, but everyone gets that. So now it's all about Neil Lennon. It's just all about Neil Lennon. And as I say, I'm not. The person who threw the punch at a Hearts player should be banned for life. The person who threw the coin should be banned for life because there's no room for it. Because I'm one of the most passionate people you ever meet, especially with Hearts. And I would never throw a coin at anybody. I would give dogs abuse, but I'd never get my coin or I'd never chuck a flare at somebody. I'd never run the pitch and try to attack somebody because you don't do that. That's just not what you do. But if Lennon is excited, going, come on, a couple of years ago, like give that to that. How do you not expect one person out of the 6,000 people in that stand to do something?
Shall I tell you what? I've never seen a manager do that to.
No, exactly. He's the most unprofessional.
I couldn't name one single manager that has goaded in that way, got abused through the game, and turned around and literally gone, come on, let's have it. Like I've never seen.
Can I just think?
You may have tried it.
Can I just take an example like last season when Hibs and Rangers drew 5-5 at Easter Road last game of the season, and Hibs scored last minute goal, and Lennon ran up to the Rangers end, and the data played. You can't do that. You just can't do it. It's what do you expect to happen? Then someone throws a coin at him and goes, I can't believe that. And do you know what's worse? As you're saying with the media, the Scottish media are going, I mean, that's just disgraceful. I mean, I'm absolutely disgusted what's happened. It's like, I'm sorry, but what do you expect is going to happen?
Why are they not calling for like a sanction against Lennon?
Because Lennon's point is that he gets blamed for everything, and the reason he is blamed for it is because he's an Irish Catholic.
Why are they not fining him? Why are they not saying, look, you've incited this, you brought it on yourself, here's a 70 grand fine, or
because Lennon's taking the courts, getting lawyers involved, saying that he was getting sectarian and religious abuse the whole game. So all he did was banter and turn around. And the Hibs chairman, the Hibs chief executive, Leanne Dempster, who's meant to be one of the best businesswomen in Scotland, she was interviewed about it, and the guy said, well, you can see what you want about what Lennon said or what's happened, but the fact is Hearts can't control every single person comes in. What are you supposed to stop every fan and empty their pockets, take all their coins out and give them to after the game? It's like you can't stop that. So it's like all Hearts can do is what they are doing, saying, well, we're going to find out who it was, we're going to ban them, and if it's assault, we'll press charges. So that's all Hearts can do about it, and Hearts are really good at that kind of stuff. It's just unbelievable. But again, go back to the point you guys made, we're still talking about Lennon. This fucking coin that came in the park and hit him in the jacket, and he's been holding his face. Nobody's saying anything about that. Nothing's hit his face, and he's a terrible example for kids, his own kids, and standards for these days.
So but Hearts have
got punched in the face.
Is that more on the media? That's more on like the reporting of the media, like the way that are people scared to kind of say what you're saying?
No, because
every
single time Lennon's at press conference, he says the same things. He goes back at me, goes like, "Are you saying that's all right? Are you saying what I about him, he's alright. He's like, I'm asking you. And then everyone goes, no, we're just saying, no. And he threatens to leave his job. He's like, I'm going to leave Scotland, I'm going to quit the job. He does it all the time. But he never takes responsibility.
Care about it.
Yeah.
So, go on
if
in.
you were a reporter, would you not just be like, okay,
go on in, mate?
I would.
right.
For the last week, I've been thinking, I wish I was a journalist, I could say, so I can put these questions to them. They never do. They never do. And they've been talking. I listened to the football podcast, Scottish football podcast, the other night. It was an hour long. They spent 55 minutes again talking about Lennon, plus, and also it's bad the Hearts got punched in the face. Anyway, join us next week. It's like, for fuck's sake, the Hearts got punched in the face, and then this guy got punched in the face for doing nothing. Lennon's Neil Lennon. Going, come on. Somebody throws a coin, misses him, and he goes home in his face, and that's the end of the world. Going to Sunday. Does anyone know that a Rangers player got hit by a coin by a St Mirren fan? No. Nobody knows about it. And the last thing on the agenda, and now what they're bringing in is because somewhere in Edinburgh, the Hearts area, there was a big thing saying hang Neil Lennon, right? So he's like, so Lennon brought up in the interview saying, look at what the Hearts are doing. They've got to be, something's what they've done about the club, something's what they've done about them. It's like, but hold on, it's nobody anyone else that someone's got to hang out. Like, there's shit all the time. There's stuff all the time about idiots putting things like that, hang him, kill him. It's like
well,
so,
David Beckham got an effigy of him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's all just shit.
It just takes one idiot.
One idiot. So if there's one idiot from Jeremy Kyle's show who's a Hearts fan who puts, he's got nothing to lose, he was killing Neil Lennon. So the whole club and every Hearts fan has got to take responsibility for this moron who belongs to Jeremy Kyle's show.
This is what we got down to when we were talking about over messages, isn't it? It's like you get these situations at the club and everyone gets tarred with the same brush, and it's just sort of, it becomes like a victimisation of your club, and you're just like, well, hang on.
Yeah,
like,
because
this is just like a handful of arseholes. And every club has them.
Exactly.
Every country has them. Every club has them.
Everywhere.
The only reason I know about Hibs is because Neil Lennon's the manager.
Right.
To be quite honest. Does right, I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I'm playing devil's advocate.
Heard of them before.
No. Is there something in the fact that he brings a bit of entertainment and he brings a bit of discussion in
That's not entertainment.
that he's playing up to the pantomime villain?
He's not. That's not what he wants.
And he's inciting you to the point where you're like, oh, this guy. But people are talking about Scottish football, like they're talking about the game.
No, for the wrong reason.
Hold on, but everyone talks about Scottish football. Maybe not in England too much, but it's like.
No, but do you think like if he left Scottish football and he went abroad and he went out of your life forever, right? And you had
it wouldn't make any difference to me.
And you had some boring guy come over and take over him.
I mean, Brad, what are you talking about here?
Right.
Oh, I don't want to go to that game. That man is boring. He doesn't do anything. I mean, I'm not there for the entertainment point of view, but I can give a fuck.
Add a bit of spice to it?
No.
Or is Hearts against Hibs spice enough? Like you don't need anything else.
I'm so Hearts is because I hate Neil Lennon that much. You want to fucking laugh?
Do you not think he adds it? He just makes it a bit more fiery.
No,
he
actually pushes me away from the game because I get so frustrated. I feel like I'm gonna have a stroke when I watch him because he's that fucking annoying. Do you know what? I love how most people are making the point. If you're a Rangers supporter, a Hearts supporter, a Motherwell supporter, a Ross County supporter, everyone's making the point, and everyone said the same thing on Twitter everywhere this week and buying their papers. Everyone's going, Neil Lennon. Nobody hates you because you're Irish Catholic, because I'm Catholic, or my mum's Catholic, or my friend's Catholic, or everyone hates you because you're a cunt. it's like, can we just keep that in the placard and show them? This is because I'm Irish Catholic. No, honestly, mate, my mum's Catholic. You're just a cunt. That's why. I mean, that's the whole point. It's because I'm Catholic. Are you sure it's not because? Are you sure it's something you get that? The away fans go the whole time to every away fan.
Do you know, at the end of the day, if you take away the whole argument, I think that is the crux of the matter, isn't it? It is basically that.
I just think it's not everyone's cup of tea. It's not everyone's cup of tea.
He said I didn't get abuse when I played for Leicester because he didn't do anything when he played for Leicester. That's what my point was making. He never said a word when he was at Leicester. But as soon as he comes to Scotland, he comes to Scotland. He knows it's a religious country with Catholics and Protestants. So he starts getting that away fans. Fucking Catholic.
What do you want to?
And then people start calling him.
What do you want to happen? What's your end? Like what? What would satisfy Mr. John Berry?
He needs to be
A
safe for what he
fine?
does.
Would he like a ban? Do you think he should be banned? Do you
If
think,
he's fighting
What-
the ban,
what should
he's gonna blame it on that. He's using that card. It's a religious card. It's because I'm Catholic. That's what he does.
okay, so he plays
The
that
fact
card, but
there's
what
too
do you want to see happen? What?
I want to see happen that Neil Lennon just shuts his mouth and accepts the fact that if any trouble happens, it's because of him. And if he comes to Tynecastle next time, he doesn't say a word. He's controlling the game as a manager. He does his job as a manager in the touchline. Sits in the dugout, comes out of the dugout, and then if
Shakes
somebody
hands
attacks,
and then goes off.
it goes off.
Like-
And then if somebody attacks him, then it's like wait, we need to fucking again arrest these guys and put harsher punishments on these guys. But the fact is that never happens. Even when he's not inciting the fans. You remember I don't remember last season when he was given a 3-match ban in the stand and fined about 100 grand or whatever because Hibs didn't get a penalty, but it wasn't a penalty anyway. And he went to fourth official and was like fucking shouting. The fourth official had to move back, and people holding Lennon back because Lennon was a headbutt. It's like the guy's a fucking lunatic. So it's like, and Lennon's going, it's because I'm Catholic. That's why. It's like. No, it ain't, mate. It's cause you're a cunt. It's cause you're a fucking cunt. Everyone wants to kill me. Yes, they do want to kill you because you're a cunt. It's not because I'm Catholic, because I've got loads of mates that are Catholic. It's because you're a cunt. And that's the end of it.
Right, this episode of Yes, Yes, Yes and the Football Humans has contained the word cunt quite a few times, and we'll just maybe should we name it the cunt episode? Like I don't know, like
Lennon's a cunt.
Lennon, just that's simple. Let's move on. Quiz time. If it's your first time listening, it's Yes, Yes, Yes and the Football Humans. We do like a little quiz, and we take most of our quiz questions from the Big Pub quiz book. And we got some random questions. Michael has chosen UK football number 2, 1 to 10. How many are we saying then? I'm going to say we get 4 right. John, what you
5.
think? I think 5. Michael, what are you thinking?
I'm gonna say 4 as well.
4.
Yeah.
Okay.
4, okay.
All right. Let's go as a team.
Right. Who stayed longer as Newcastle boss, Sir Bobby Robson or Graham Souness?
Oh, so Bobby Robson.
Oh, Bobby Robson, surely.
Robson?
Yeah, I'd say Bobby Robson.
All in agreement.
Yeah.
Who became Everton's record signing in June 2006?
Record signing.
June 2006.
Who was their centre back?
Jagielka?
Jagielka?
That was still a long
Was that
time ago as
2006?
well.
No?
Francis Jeffers.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I'm going with that.
No, that was 2001, 2002.
Oh no, it went from the other way anyway, didn't it?
Yeah, it's Everton Arsenal.
Everton to Arsenal.
But then he came back, didn't he, for
Yeah.
that record signing? No?
2006, so it could be someone like.
Who did they sign after Jeffers? Who did they sign? Yakubu.
Yakubu.
Yakubu. That's
Maybe
about that
Yakubu.
time.
I'd
I'm saying Yakubu.
I'll go with Yakubu as well.
Could be a kid.
Yeah?
I was going to say something like Thomas Gallison or something.
No, I'm saying Yakubu.
I might
Yeah.
say
I'd be happy with
Let's
Yakubu.
go with that.
I'll be happy with you.
Let's go with that.
Because that time, I've got the 90s, early 2000s, and then I've got nowadays. But see, that kind of 2004
Yeah, it's such a
to
blur.
2012,
Yeah, it's
it's
such a blur,
like,
yeah.
what season is
Apart
what?
from Chelsea at that time,
Yeah.
I don't really know
Well,
what
Chelsea
else
for
is
me,
going
I'm
on.
like, when that left back, Wednesday left back played for Chelsea, what's the boy's name?
Delorno,
Yeah, when did he play for Chelsea?
2005.
Yeah, I would have said 2010 or something.
Question number 3.
Who was Northern Ireland manager in February 1998? Laurie McMenemy?
Northern Ireland. So did they get to the World Cup '98?
No.
Oh, was it Gould?
That's West Wales, Bobby Gould, Wales.
Oh yeah, Bobby Gould, yeah. So who am I thinking of?
Mick McCarthy?
No,
It was Sanchez, mate, Laurie Sanchez.
later on, yeah.
That was,
Yeah.
Later on. See, it was a time when I had no managers, but because I would never qualify for
Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll move on, I'll let you come back to that one.
Question number 4.
Which England player was seen on the town wearing a sarong prior
David
to France
Beckham.
98?
David Beckham.
Oh, we like them ones.
We know
don't
that. Easy.
Right. Question 5. Who should Scotland have been playing when they arrived for a World Cup qualifier with no opposition?
San Marino.
No, Estonia.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's number 3, Sammy McIlroy.
Yeah?
Sammy McIlroy. That's it.
You game with that?
Yeah.
All right. I've got no idea, so I'll take that. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, me neither.
Question number 6.
Which ex-England international managed Burnley in the 97-98 season?
Which what international?
Which ex-international
Just ex-international.
managed Burnley in the what?
97-98 season.
That's a stinker. That.
Ex-international.
Yeah, because it doesn't give any nationality.
Let's say it was an England player.
Right, well, I'll tell you what. When you look at the answers, can you tell us if it's a give it a nationality for us?
Well, yeah, but it's not going to count to the score. But I'll give you that.
We're not going to get. Are we going to get this? Are we going to get this?
I think it should. Well, he doesn't know. It could be England. It could be like.
Could be any.
Italian international. So we get it.
All right, let's pass.
Okay, I'll give you. The clue.
Yeah, you give us
I
a
think
clue
you
when
should
you
give
get.
us a clue,
Yeah, go on.
I'll give you.
Let's pass.
Right.
Question number 7.
Whom did Jack Charlton play all his league football?
Leeds. Don't do Leeds.
Dirty Leeds. Yeah.
Hey, they've cleaned up the Wragg.
Hey! Question. George Graham was accused of taking a bung in the transfer of which player?
Tony Adams.
No, it was for Spurs. It was for Spurs or Leeds. It was after Arsenal, I think. Or maybe it was Bergkamp for Arsenal. It could have been Bergkamp. No. He doesn't know, does he? So you're with us. So what do you think?
I thought it was Steve Bold actually.
Nah, fuck off. It'll be Bergkamp or it'll be Ginola. Give it Ginola for Spurs.
It's up to you guys.
I'd be happy with Ginola more than
Bergkamp.
Bergkamp.
Okay, we'll see.
Thing.
Well, Ginola or.
See that one?
I mean, because I'm giving you a clue on one of them, I don't want to get too involved now, but like,
No, but you don't know the answer.
I would take Bergkamp.
All right, go
I
Bergkamp.
think it was Arsenal.
Let's go Bergkamp.
Right?
It's fine.
But yeah, Bergkamp.
I think it was.
That was Bruce Riot signed Bergkamp.
No, it was George Graham saying Bergkamp.
I thought it was like
Is it
someone.
Bruce Riot?
Yeah, I think it's like someone like Ray Parlour or someone like
It
really.
wouldn't be something shite like that because he was a foreign player. So because he went to Spurs and then Leeds, so it could be like someone like Mark or Robbie Fowler from Leeds or something like that.
I reckon.
I don't think it was Leeds.
I reckon it's Tony Adams. I reckon. No,
It wasn't
I'm going
Tony
back.
Adams.
I'm going back. It's
I think
like
it was Spurs. Yeah.
right. Who is saying?
Maybe Shaw said Ginola.
I was happy with Bergkamp.
It's going in.
We've gone for Ginola.
But it could be Bergkamp because then Bruce Riot took over from George Graham.
Yeah.
Rio could have got 95, 96, that's when it's saying Bergkamp though. So Graham might have left, but I think we should stick with Ginola. But if it's Bergkamp, I did say Bergkamp.
You fucking covering your ass there, aren't you?
Right, anyway. Whom did David O'Leary take over from as Aston Villa boss?
John Gregory.
Good shout. Yeah, I'd take that, yeah.
Yeah?
Or Dion Dublin.
That's where it gets confusing, whether it was before or after.
Could have been Dion
No,
Dublin.
it was after.
He was after.
Yeah, John Gregory was the 90s, late 90s. The Louis took over 2001.
Yeah, but then Dion Dublin took over, didn't he?
No, didn't he?
For a
Took over
couple of games.
Attic, mate.
A couple of games.
In which season did evergreen Ryan Giggs make his Man United league debut?
1992.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think he's right.
It could be 92 actually, yeah. We'll say 92. The only thing I'm thinking of Aston Villa, Graham Taylor. Was Graham Taylor after O'Leary for Aston Villa?
No, Graham Taylor was.
It was before John Gregory, wasn't it?
Nah,
Graham
John
Taylor.
Gregory was before both of them. John Gregory was 98, 99, 2000. And then it was O'Leary and Graham Taylor was between 2000 and 2003. These two.
Well, hang on, and you've also got Julio, remember?
Julio was way after. Julio was 2006, 2007. Way after.
Yeah, no, so we're spacing it out.
So it was Gregory, Julio, and between
You got
that
the grey-haired geezer.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Bengals.
No.
Did he marry Norwich as well, didn't he?
Brian Little.
Yes.
Brian Little.
Brian Little.
Yeah.
That was 95. That was early to mid 90s.
Yeah, so he's early to mid-90s.
John
Yeah.
Gregory ready to go from him.
Yeah.
And then who in that there? So it's between O'Leary and Graham Taylor.
Right.
Go with O'Leary. Hang on, what's the question? Who took over from?
O'Leary to go from who? So it's
From
either,
who?
either Gregory or Graham Taylor.
So go Gregory then.
I'll go with Gregory. Yeah, because
That's a tough one, actually.
It's
Now,
tough,
like,
no, I'll go with Gregory.
I feel like Graham Taylor would have been before.
No, I think Graham Taylor was 2002, 2003. I think O'Leary was a little bit before that because O'Leary was Leeds manager late 90s and the Champions League quarter-final in 99, 2000. I think he left Leeds and his next job was Villa. I think it was 2001. O'Leary to go at Villa from Gregory, I think. I think that's what I'll go for.
Right, love a good quiz. Hope you got on well. Let's go through the answers then.
We've got a bonus question because I fucked up the things in. It just makes it easier to throw the
bonus question. Go on then.
Just makes
Why
it
not?
easier to throw this bonus question in. Which team beat Middlesbrough in the 2006 UEFA Cup final?
I know this. It was Sevilla.
I thought it was a Spanish team. I thought it was Valencia or something.
Pretty sure Sevilla.
I thought it was Atletico Madrid.
No, I'm pretty sure Sevilla.
Well, Sevilla won it quite a lot, didn't
Yeah, we'll go with that.
But-
Right, answers please.
they? Right, so who was longer in the job of Newcastle manager? It was Bobby Robson.
Yes.
By years.
Everton's record signing.
Give us a clue, give us a
It's
clue.
one of those things. It's just confusing, isn't it?
Give us
Around
a
the
clue.
time.
Give us a clue.
So English,
Yeah.
Francis Jeffers.
striker.
Andy Johnson.
Yes.
Andy Johnson.
Andy Johnson. Yeah. Fuck me. Why did you not listen to my reverse answer? Northern Ireland manager at the time was Laurie McMenemy.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
David Beckham, correct. Estonia, correct. Don't even remember the question. Which ex-England international?
England and Arsenal.
England international
Right.
managed Burnley.
1978, right.
It's going to give you a clue, so that's the clue.
David Platt.
No, it wasn't a league guy. It must be a Northern guy. Right,
Northern guy.
Brian Robson.
Yeah, it was a Northern guy.
It would have been another guy. I'm going to say 1978. I'm going to say Chris Waddle.
Chris Waddle.
Yeah, Chris Waddle.
Wow.
Chrissy Waddle. Right. 26. Who did Jack Carlton play all his foot for? Leeds United. Right, the Bungate. Oh, it is Arsenal.
Is it a player
It's
we
not
said?
Ginola. It's not Bergkamp. It's a famous Arsenal player though. Famous for not doing something for a very long time. And only did it once in his Arsenal career. There was t-shirts made about the fact that he did it this one time.
What? How do you know this? What? Is it that obvious? As soon as you say it.
Well, what footballers? What's the main aim of a footballer?
Score a goal.
Yes,
So he
correct.
scored one goal.
Scored one goal.
Winterburn.
And there was t-shirts made because he scored a goal at this point.
Winterburn.
No, it's not Winterburn.
Is it someone like a defender?
No.
Who scored one goal for Arsenal?
In the early 90s.
Maybe he didn't score one goal, but it was like he went loads.
He went loads of games without scoring.
Yeah.
Striker.
No.
Limpar? No, wasn't it?
Nah. Midfielder. Scandinavian.
Oh, Thomas Brolin. No.
JJ.
Janis Joplin.
No, I know who it is. When you say it.
Jermaine Genius.
Ginger hair. Ginger tash. Curly. Man, that's a weird face.
John Jensen.
John Jensen.
John Jensen.
Correct.
Well,
Right, so it wasn't John Gregory, it was Graham Taylor.
oh,
Harsh.
I said Graham Taylor as well.
It's harsh.
It's footage you didn't. Not footage, but. Chuck
Which
his
team
coconut.
did Evergreen Ryan Giggs make his debut?
Oh,
So,
is it 91?
season,
Is it
so we need...
92, 93?
But no, either way it would have been wrong. But I mean,
93, 94.
93, 94, is that what you're going for?
Yeah.
What would you go for?
I'd go 92, 93.
No, it's 1991.
Really?
How mad is that? How
Wow.
mad is that?
So
That's a
he
long
literally
time
played for about 22 years in the first team by Man United.
ago. Yeah. I know. I know. How mental is that?
Outfield player playing for 22 seasons.
Yeah. I mean, fair play.
Longer than that. 2014 retired, wasn't it?
Wow.
19
What a career.
20 to 91.
23
career.
years, 23 seasons.
That's
Outfield player.
nuts. That is nuts.
And not
That
just
is
like
nuts.
a winger for like probably
I know.
18.
Yeah, no, yeah.
It's like a pacey winger for most of it. Impressive. And the answer to the Middlesbrough, it was Sevilla to beat them in the UEFA Cup final.
So we get a little bonus there. So how many do we get?
Bonus.
Well, I think I should get something for the fact that I said Graham Taylor as well.
4 out of 10. 5 with a bonus. Did mention Graham Taylor.
But he's not
Did
having
say
it.
Laurie McMenemy, but
He's
we're
not
not
having
having either of them. So
A dodgy 7, but not
Is
really.
what it
We got
is.
4 out of 10. How did you get on at home? Let us know. Contact us on Twitter, football_humans, and you can drop us an email. Contact at yes at gmail.com. yes, and the football humans. Yeah, football_humans. That's what it is. Standard.